and we are not ready to like compromise on any of them. And what we have seen with all the competitors so far is like either they make it too easy. So like for example, Gamma is pretty easy to use, and we think that they definitely nailed that. But very often the quality is super basic. People don't really like the slides they make on Gamma. They just do it because it's quick. And
Right.
with some of these other players like Canva or like Figma slides, there you can get to some amount of like decent quality or like great quality, but it takes too long. You almost need to still have a lot of skills. As you're
Right.
introducing more features, the products are getting more and more complicated. Um, so with Alai, we were like, okay, yeah, like we are trying out these tools. Like we did not necessarily want to work on this problem. We were trying out all these tools, and we were like, okay, let's see how good of a presentations can we make. And but then we were like, okay, is the problem getting solved? No. Does AI feel like an afterthought in every one of these products, partially because they all existed before AI? Answer was
Right.
yes. Like they all are trying to like market themselves with AI, like or bring in AI features, but it was not core to their philosophy or core to their
Right.
story. And then we were like, okay, if we really rethink about presentations from the ground up, and that AI is going to play a huge role, AI is going to help people craft their message. What should the experience look like, and how do we make it easy without compromising on quality? And then we started coming up with so many different ideas, and we were like, okay, it's clear. Like sure, there are so many players, but they're just scratching the surface. It's
Right.
going to take us a long time to catch up to them. We're still not there. We still have to catch up, but it's going to be worth it because we think if we get it right, we are actually going to solve this problem where people no longer will like fear making a presentation, or they will no longer hate making a presentation. So yes, we accepted that it was competition, that some done some interesting things, but it was just so much to do that we could not stop thinking about this problem.
Right. It's I've tried a lot of these tools, right, for a
Yeah.
lot of decks here and there, and I've seen two things. Either they'll make something which looks very good, but they'll not think of the content. The
Yeah.
content will be very very surface level, as you said, or they'll make something which is very content heavy, but it'll look really bad, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and these are like million billion dollar companies, right?
Yeah.
Why is it so hard, like technically why is it so hard to make a presentation, whereas you have video editors which are creating realistic videos, you have image editors, they're saying that image is no longer a proof of anything, it can create hyper realistic images. Why is presentation so hard?
Yes. I think presentations are that hard right now because it's one of those rare areas where you need to combine both AI and humans together. As in, like, without AI, it was just so hard because you need so many skills. You need to be very good at writing content. You need to be a great designer. You need to understand all those tools. So, like, without AI, it's anyway super hard because,
Of course.
like, of all the problems that you need that are needed. In cases like video and image editing, what's possible is you just prompt the AI and you get like a 5 second clip, and you're mostly stitching them together, or like you're doing things like that. But the AI is able to generate like the entire frame itself, or the entire clip itself. Versus in the case of presentations, every single slide, like even on a live, every single slide, sure, the AI generates that, but you also want to edit the content. You want to like change various things about it. Sometimes you might have three points in the slide, and you might be, you know what? I need an image or a visual which conveys this point better. Or I might have some numbers, and I might be like, okay, this needs to be converted into a chart. So each of those things, some of those things are best done by AI. Some of those things are still best done humanly. You don't even want to write a prompt. You just want to do it. Like if you want to change the color of a certain text box, you just want to
Right.
like change that manually versus like saying that, okay, can you please convert this text to red? I think it is
Right.
this interplay between human and AI operations, which is unique to like some other ways have it, but like presentations have it over videos and images, where you
Right.
still need a lot of human input because ultimately it is your story. It is not the AI story. It is your story, and it is iterative. You don't end up with a perfect slide on your first go. AI makes something, then you're like, okay, you know what, this is what feels off, or this is the better way to convey this point. And then you might make these manual changes. Then you might ask AI to make some more changes. So it's like this like dance between you and the AI in order to get that perfect slide. And that
Right.
dance is very hard to get right. And that's what we are.